So hey, what's up guys? It's B-Dog. Today I'm coming at you with another Movies of my Month. Unfortunately, this will probably be my last one. Honestly, I was looking at this list for this month, and I didn't watch that many movies. I don't know how many movies I'm going to watch when I go to college outside of reviews. I might do one for August because I'm still going to be at home for most of it. But let's get started with this one. So the first movie I got up, Kong Skull Island. To me, this movie was fun. There are a lot of stuff that kind of let me down, particularly in the story. The plot just kind of threw itself together, tried to tie itself up. Some characters did some things and you're like, okay, why'd they do that? And then they kept pushing certain things and you're like, why are you doing that? And a lot of the characters weren't that well developed. There are two characters that were. Samuel Jackson's character, but I thought they pushed his character too far. And then John C. Reilly, his character, I thought his character was well done, but everybody else was just kind of like, eh. But other than that, the movie looked awesome. It looked really cool. The action scenes were great. And you can enjoy this movie, so I would say check it out if you're into action. Jurassic World. Jurassic World, I watched this one in anticipation for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I still like this movie. Jurassic World I thought was fun. The story for the most part was well developed. It's not trying to win awards for its storytelling. You can see that, it's clear. But Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, decent characters. They had some flub-ups and awkward relationships I didn't feel was completely necessary, but for the most part, it was still pretty good. It was an interesting movie, fun action movie, cool dinosaur, CGI, pretty much everything you wanted, and you got it, so be happy. So yeah, check it out. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Check out my review for it, please, but I will cover very briefly. This movie was better than the first Jurassic World. It's fun, cool, soundtrack, action, CGI, really well done. And I thought the stakes were bigger in this movie. They really pushed it and made the stakes more important, especially in the grand scheme of things in the world. The first scene kind of sets it up like that, and I really liked how they developed that. I didn't talk about that in my review, but they did something with the little girl's character in this movie that I didn't feel was necessary, and it honestly just wasted time. It was just kind of okay, you didn't pursue it anymore. What the heck? Like, there really wasn't, it was just kind of like, oh, this, and then this happens because of that. And you're like, why? Otherwise, the movie was fun, and it was better than the first one. Dark Knight. I know I kind of sound like him. I don't know what the hell I've got. Best movie on this list, hands down. It had such a riveting, compelling character relationship between the hero, the villain, and another character. I mean, he was more of a side character. That was Two-Face, played by Aaron Eckhart. The main relationship, played by Heath Ledger, and Christian Bale's Batman. Fantastic mind games of just trying to get what they want done. Best superhero movie of all time. I know I said the Avengers before, but I've changed my mind. Actually, I did a video with Jesus Alfaro for the 10th anniversary of The Dark Knight coming out on Blu-ray. You should definitely check that out. I will put his channel in the description below. Check out his channel. He puts out a plethora of movie content. Check out my thoughts on there. I did a little bit more specific stuff, but this is a fantastic movie. You need to watch it. Jumanji. This actually didn't get terrible reviews, and I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I think it's interesting. Cool CGI. There are definitely some detract points to it. Some minor plot holes, stuff like that. Nothing too major. And then the characters, though, in this movie surprised the heck out of me on how good they were. The people who are speaking out of these characters, because it's a video game and these kids are transported into the video game. Because there are these kids transported in these bodies, the characters sometimes act the opposite of what they're supposed to be. And I thought that that was clever and brilliant, and certain characters really worked well with that. Particularly Jack Black, he was the absolute best at it. There wasn't really anybody close. The Rock tried, and he did a lot of it pretty good. He didn't do anything that was really bad. That was the key. You can't do something that's completely the opposite. Kevin Hart, it surprised me. He actually did better than I thought he was going to. I heard that he had some issues with it, and I definitely saw it, but I thought he was trying at least, and the people writing the story were at least trying to make him as well. Unfortunately, he's Kevin Hart, and he plays one character in every movie, and they gave it a shot, but he couldn't do it. And the last one, this is the big one. The girl, I've thought about it, and it's not the person who played the character's fault. They didn't really change much of how she looked. The girl in high school versus the girl in the video game, you know, you have a teenage shy girl versus a badass. The thing is that they look remarkably similar. You know, red hair, white girl, skinny. I had trouble separating that apart. You knew that they were supposed to be different, but I think they should have tried harder to make it look a lot more different. Like the other characters, you had this burly football player in high school turned into a man who was like 5'5" and skin and bones. They should have tried harder to make it look different. It kind of ruined the experience. But other than that, it's fun. You can enjoy this movie. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Your mission. Should you choose to accept it?
I thought this was a solid movie. It was fun, interesting, cool action, good CGI, great performances by Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise. I guess I missed the boat on this one. I've heard several people say that this is one of the best action movies of the 21st century. I don't see it at all. When I think about best action movies of the 21st century, I think of Mad Max Fury Road, I think of Collateral, I think of Taken. I don't think of this movie. Maybe it needs to sit on me, maybe. But when I came out of Fury Road, I instantly knew this was an action classic. It was extremely inventive. The story was great as well, and it really sucked you in, and you wanted to be in that universe. Not actually, because that universe is terrible, but you wanted to learn more about this universe. You wanted to watch it all day because of that movie. There were some really inventive action scenes, but the story to me at the end kind of dropped a couple things, and it lost traction. But check out my review, please. I forgot to mention that. Check out my review. I did one on it. The Intern. I just like this movie so much. It's like one that came out last year called Table 19. It's just such a charming movie. So interesting, funny. It pulls you in. There's romance and stuff like that. And it makes you feel good inside by the end. And there definitely is conflict and tension. But particularly in this movie, Robert De Niro's character, you just want to hang out with this guy. He's so cool. He doesn't have it all figured out, but he knows that he doesn't have to. And to everyone else, it looks like he does. And that's okay with him. Also, Anne Hathaway. She's a great performance as well. I found her character so compelling. Okay, well, that's it. Please like, comment what you thought of this video. Comment what you thought of all these movies. Please talk to me. And subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog out.